This is Chris with Dive Zone Scuba for another technical diving tips, techniques, and trips video.
Hello divers, thanks for joining me today. One of the least understood concepts in scuba diving for both new recreational divers and new technical divers is proper weighting. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We will not, however, be talking about trim, which is going to be the subject of the next video in this series.
One of the common things that you hear with respect to proper weighting is to float at eye level with no air in your BCD and holding a normal breath. This approach is most applicable to aluminum tanks that are near empty, somewhere between 350 and 500 psi. If you are using a full tank and you are floating at eye level, during the course of the dive you will consume approximately 5 pounds of gas and you will become positive, and you will not be able to hold your safety or decompression stop. So if you are using a full tank with this approach, you will need to add an additional 5 pounds to account for the gas that you will breathe through the dive. With the additional 5 pounds, you'll be definitely negative and will sink quite readily. The only problem with this approach is that this weighs 10 to 11 pounds, and some tech divers' heads could weigh considerably more. That was just a joke. Everybody knows some tech divers have big heads. So what this really means is when you're floating at eye level, you're actually 5 pounds positive. If you were truly neutral, the top of your head would float at surface level. A more reliable but less convenient method is to take a tank or tanks with 350 to 500 psi and slowly add weight to your rig until you are floating with the top of your head at the surface of the water, with no air in your BCD and holding a normal breath. It is not actually bad to be a pound or two overweight so that you actually sink slowly. This will guarantee that you'll be able to do your safety or decompression stops. This will also help with your safety stop or your decompression stop in the event of an emergency if you go below 350 to 500 psi. We frequently have students drain their tanks to 350 psi at the end of a training dive to confirm that they have enough weight to properly complete their safety or decompression stop. It's always better to have and not want than to want and not have. This is Chris with Dive Zone Scuba. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching and please subscribe.